All right, we're going into week 3 here with the USC Trojans. Thus far, kind of mixed results. In the Hawaii game, the offense looked explosive at times, and the defense allowed a lot of yards. In week 2 against Virginia, it was kind of the exact opposite. Defense looked solid for the most part, and the offense sputtered at times. Pedro, what do you expect to see going into week 3 against Minnesota?
I mean, you have it exactly right, Mark. Lane Kiffin said they flip-flopped against Virginia. What do I expect? I don't really know what to expect after these last 2 weeks where we both predicted blowout wins in both those games. So we really don't know what we're going to see. We do know we're going to see a different look on defense with their defensive line a little bit in shambles this week with both Nick Perry and Armand Armstead injured, limited in practice. We don't know the full extent of their injuries. It looks like Perry's the same ankle sprain thing that kind of held him out of the second half of the game against Virginia. Armstead, we really have no idea what it is, but it looks like it's going to be a whole different look on the D-line for SC with maybe Christian Thomas, a true freshman who's logged just a little bit. I think maybe 10 snaps, might be playing a lot, so it's going to be completely different on defense, that's for sure.
You know, depth continues to be a huge issue for this team. They're not tackling in practice. They don't feel like they have developed backups at a lot of positions, but at some point, you know, they may have to just take the wraps off and take some chances in games, not worry about, you know, babying their way through the season, because, you know, I think that'll be an issue.
Yeah, and Kiffin's also said that he's sort of afraid to bring in his backups. I mean, he kind of showed that against Hawaii when in the fourth quarter he brought them in, they gave up a touchdown immediately, and he had to bring back in his starters, which is not something you see usually at any level, really. And he's said that one of the reasons they don't want to do the tackling is not necessarily in tackling in practice. It's not necessarily because they don't have any depth. Is because he's scared of the depth that they do have on the second string in certain teams, is that it's not good quality. So it's kind of an interesting paradigm.
One very interesting thing to watch this weekend, Dylan Baxter just told us that the coaches told him he'll have more touches this week. He's a very exciting player, a shifty kind of back, a smaller back, more in the mold of a Reggie Bush, who I know you're not supposed to mention a lot around here, and a Joe McKnight, and he just barely got into the game plan last week. His role should develop. What do you expect to see out of Dylan?
Yeah, I mean, Baxter's surely he's going to get more touches. He said that a couple times today, and I mean, in Baxter's words, he has a little something from Minnesota's linebackers. That's what he told me on Saturday after the game. So I guess we'll see.
He's not bashful. You got to love that.